it. Not on time, but I'm here. Ducky's pissed. He got everything set up for me. Look at that. He cleaned the table and everything. So what's going on, everyone? This is a special day. Usually I don't buy stuff, but now I am. You got Rinks in here, full free. Nitro Bob. OG's in here. You guys got here before me. Jeez. Must be really late then. Here, let's see how that looks. I accidentally did it vertical again, but, you know, I don't think I often start a new one. So we're keeping it vertical, unfortunately. Kind of sucks. Losing all of this. I'm going to just hold it. Take it off the tripod. I think it's easier if I hold it. Yeah, the poor piggy bank. This is $300 you're looking at. I actually got more. Just like parts and whatever. This is the goods of it, which I'll show you right now. And I'll bring out some parts. Actually, this was in the deal also. Old Mach 2.6. So I couldn't really pass up on that. Yeah, anyway, which one you want to see first? Got this stadium truck, and then I got this little touring car. Nah, I think it's like 300, like Nigerian or whatever money. Nah, it's 300 American, of course. Nah, I mean, you know, I'm not too, you know. I mean, I'm kind of. We will find out. Is the 300 worth it? We will find out. Yeah, you want to see the this guy first? Might as well. Nitro Bob's first to say it. Let's check it out. I like the body, the S2000 body. What? Can you hear me? Hello? Do I have to restart this thing? What's with the audio rings? My phone being a piece of junk? It's doubling? I don't know what the deal with that is. Is it better? I kind of just turned my phone and turned it back on. Is it just Rinks? Is Rinks having trouble? Yeah, alright, Rinks might be having some trouble. Yeah, here it is right here. I believe this is an RS4. The guy that sold to me didn't tell me, but according to the body, I mean, HPI. I don't know what other touring cars HPI made. Yeah, but here it is right here. It's a little dirty, but it's actually, in my opinion, really good shape. Good underneath. It's not all scratched. Pretty low use. I think it's just dirty from storage. It might have been in someone's garage and, you know, all that. It's got a little bit of dirt like around the tank, the usual stuff like that. Just dirty. Engine's all dirty. I might swap this engine out, so you guys can comment some suggestions. What's up, Wyatt? Yeah, Ronnie, I think this is pretty good. I mean, these shocks, they look pretty nice. I like those. I think it's all stock. I'm not really sure. I'm new to this stuff. Gotta learn at some point. Yeah, but it's got the HPI .15 in it. T.15. Rinks corrected me on that. But yeah, pretty much everything's stock. Stock servos. The tires, these might be stock. I'm not sure. They have HPI on them. Even though they're like brand new. That's another thing that got me. Yeah, but this pipe is not stock. I'm like, dude, this pipe is sick. CVEC pipe. Like, I'm hyped for this. This will be awesome. It's a little scratched, but you know, I'll repolish it, make it look brand new. This one I'll go more of like a show build. I mean, I don't know, I'll still run it, but this won't be going through dirt or anything. That's also because the electronics, I think, are exposed. This is sticky like a receiver was there once. Or it could have been a battery, I'm not really sure. Oh, my phone does not have a camera lens. So that's why it's blurry, I'm sorry. Usually I use my friend's phone, but he's not here. So I'm using mine. Like every time we run together, we use his phone. I never do a video with my phone. That's why that camera looks so good. And his is also an iPhone, like 14. Mine's a 11, even though they're not too far apart. Mine's also cracked everywhere. I can barely see through my screen. I'm not too careful with my phone. Not too careful with anything. Go watch my videos. But yeah, I'm really happy with this one. It's also got a clutch bell right here. See that one right there? I think, because when I was really addicted to eBay, I bought a junk parts lot of like clutch bells and stuff. And I think these are the same part. I'll count the teeth to make sure they're the same gearing, but that'd be awesome. There's lids. All right, I'll look for a lid. I didn't open up any of the boxes the guy gave me. That's the thing. It's not just these two RCs. I got a box. This was a separate purchase on the same day, but this one was it comes with its own box of parts. Yeah, there's the RS4. Oh yeah, the compression. I mean, I don't have a glow plug in it. I gotta put a glow plug, but it does have pinch, so it is good. It also feels like there's actually something in it. Actually, yeah. I think something fell in the engine. You can see the piston move up and down and it's just stuck. So I'm not going to turn it over. I got to clean that engine out. That one I'll actually probably take out right now. But then I'll show you this one also. It's got a Traxxas body on it. But this one too is an HPI. I might take the engine out, put something new in. I just gotta get the motor mounts. But I don't really know what engines work good in those. But yeah, here's the other one. Complete difference, right? Practically polar opposites. Look at it. Got that one right there, and we got this one. But yeah, this one's got a, this one's like brand new. I couldn't believe it. So this one I had to get just because of the condition. Check it out. Suspension's like, I don't even know if this thing's ever been ran. Like, look at it. Then this one, I'm not sure if it's the same engine, different cooling head. But this one's got, good compression. It feels broken in. So I think this thing's good with breaking in. I don't think it needs a break in. Yeah, this one's got plenty of compression. I can hold it. I mean, the thing's pretty light. But yeah. I'm happy with this one. This one should fire up. I've yet to do it. It had fuel in the tank when I got it. I tried firing it up. I think the fuel was just not that good, so I didn't really try it. I just did a couple pulls to see if it would fire initially. Didn't tune the carburetor or anything. So yeah, here's the carburetor right here. This one's a slide carburetor too. So maybe this one is a different engine, just because it's got the different carburetor. As you can see, this one's got that rotary style right there. Yeah, the air filter on it's pretty nice. The other one I didn't find the air filter for. I gotta find that one. Not really sure where that went. Should actually check if there's stuff in here. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got a receiver. No batteries though. Probably solder in a pump pack. Yeah, this one's a hot bodies. Same thing, I guess, HPI, but specifically this one's a hot bodies model. Not really sure how old either of these are. I feel like this one's like out of the box. I don't know if Hot Bodies still makes this right now. I actually forgot to ask the owner exactly how old this thing was. Oh, that's a Traxxas? Yeah. What if I can pick some of these up then? Because then that one will fit on this. Kind of like it. A little simple. I don't know how well it does. But yeah, it's something. Better than nothing. Oh yeah, my fault. Yeah. Show you underneath. You know what? I believe it or not, I didn't even check underneath until now, guys. Didn't realize how scratched it was. But I mean, it's nothing. I don't really care. I'm gonna scratch it up anyway. Nitro Sport filter, cool. Yeah, I like the old stuff too, Andrew. Like, here's all my other stuff right here. Got an LST. I drive it like it's brand new all the time. Like I got parts for it. Then all these stuff are all newer. The Truggy, that's my own custom build, and the buggy. And yeah, guys, the buggy we will be running soon. Don't worry. Gotta fix that headlight first. And also the LST. LST's got everything in it that I need now. So that should be all good. I'll show that at the end of the live. Yeah, these tires are like, they're super foamy. But yeah, I know, they're like brand new. They got the tread on them. This one, I'm not gonna go crazy. This one's not that durable too. Like, it's got a lot of play everywhere. I mean, you know, it's an older RC. It's probably a cheaper line too, compared to like an LST, which is like the, you know, premium in its day. But this one would just be fun to toot around. I didn't measure. These might be though. Just right here. I think these are 22 or 2.2s. The Traxxas slash ones, because here's a slash tire. It's a little bit smaller actually, and obviously wider. Do they measure? Yeah, that's inches, right? 2.2 inches. Or is it not? Yeah, so these ones are obviously a little bit bigger or smaller. These are bigger. Those are bigger. Yeah. It's got this big gear in the middle too. I can't really imagine this thing being too fast with the, you know, the gear ratio it's got, and the tiny engine, of course. Not too torquey. Like, does anyone have an HPI, you know, RS4? Do they get those pretty good? I think you can change the gearing in them too. I see these things everywhere. I think people modify them. It's got a lot more plastic in it than I expected. I don't know if this is a newer one or something, or an older one maybe. Yeah, this one I actually say probably hits 30. If it doesn't, that's a shame. It shouldn't. Maybe even like 35. Yeah, this one I'm excited about. I got this steering servo right here for it. This EcoPower one. I think this will be able to fit in here. This one's brand new, so I'll throw that one in it. This one I'm gonna just keep the servos all stock because, you know, brand new. I mean, these servos are probably fine. Like, maybe the throttle I might keep, depending on how it is. Steering I kind of want to change. This one I want to handle and rip it up. Probably do some drifting with it too. I think, you know, you can put drift tires on these even though they're 4-wheel. Or I can just get rid of the front drive shaft. But I mean, even the bumper, like, this one's still in great shape. Bumper is not really destroyed. I've yet to find the bolts for the header to attach that. Yeah, so Caden's got a question because he's starting up Nitro or thinking about it. Because my friend, because he actually got me in the Nitro, more like. But my friend, this was the very first Nitro that we've really had. And it's yeah, this is a Traxxas Nitro Slash. It's not too bad, but it only lasted us a good year until the carburetor went bad, which I find that happening a lot with Traxxas. I hear a lot of people say that. Then a lot of people also are able to, you know, make them last longer. I'm sure I did stuff wrong. I was running it pretty rich and, you know, not doing it right. I think I probably put too much stress on that carburetor or too much fuel through it. But also, if you're willing to spend a little more money for a beginner, I definitely recommend one of the RTRs, low C, or even the Kyosho buggies. Either you can take a buggy or spend a little bit more even, get a truggy. These things are great. And you can bash the heck out of the truggies. Like if you've seen the last video, the truggy I was destroying. Which I probably actually recommend the truggy more than the buggy. The buggy, you're really limited to only like, you know, flat and smooth transitions. While with the truggy, you can sort of drive it like a monster truck. Not so much like the LST. It's got obviously the huge shocks and all that. And this was actually my first nitro, which I wouldn't recommend, especially getting it used. I had a lot of trouble getting this thing running. It actually took me a whole year to master it. And finally I can, you know, get it tuned. Which really all the engines are the same. This engine is pretty similar tuning wise as, you know, the one in the truggy. Which this engine's brand new, that's why I'm able to tune it. The newer the stuff is, the better it is to tune. Yeah, Nitro Bob. Yeah, listen to Nitro Bob, Caden. Yeah, I definitely think the truggy's the way to go. I've had no issues with it yet. And this is pretty much what you can get out of the box now. Because it comes with the same engine out of the box, just a newer chassis also, so it might even be better. This one's a little older. This is the older version of the RTR. But I think they still sell the new ones. Oh, this guy can fit in the trucks though. Right, Ducky? Yeah, he can fit in there, right? Climb through. Oh, geez, Ducky needs a diet. I think he got a little fat. He used to be able to fit through there. Yeah, you're alright, Ducky. Just hit the gym. You'll be alright. Go swim in a pond. Yeah, but here's the two new ones. This one will be a little bit more work, but, you know, I wanted to do a frame up on some sort of on-road. Do a, you know, series on that or something like that. I was actually thinking about just welding up my own, but I still got the trophy truck. Which again, I'll show you the trophy truck. It's the same as it's always been. I've been really slacking on this, guys. I'm sorry, but, you know, I keep buying other stuff. But there it is right there. It's still sitting there as it was since the last time I filmed it with the awful steering. And that, you know, it just does that. Definitely gotta fix that. Oh yeah, rings just remind me. Yeah, I got a whole entire box of just parts and all that. Let me go bring that in. It's pretty heavy. I gotta use 2 hands. And just say hi to Ducky for now. Right, Ducky? Or just take a look at the tire. One of those two. Alright, my phone's falling. Great. Oh, how heavy is this? RS4? Oh, you mean the trophy truck. I gotta be an idiot. So this thing weighs about 9.5 pounds. It's actually, I made it pretty light for the amount of metal on it. There's not a single like bit of plastic on this. That was kind of my goal. Because for some reason when I started RC, I just didn't like plastic. So my goal was, alright, I'm gonna just make my own. Make sure there's a minimum amount of plastic on it as possible. Which the only thing right now is the arms, front arms, because I just want those to break. So I didn't make those metal. But the rear, I bought a rear aluminum axle. So that thing's pretty strong. Yeah, here it is right here. It's pretty sweet. The rear suspension I got dialed down. The front I'm just having trouble with. It's kind of just because I mashed parts together, not really, you know, calculating the suspension. Like the geometry on it's pretty awful. It's not really how it's supposed to be. You can already just look at it. Like even the steering servo, it's really bad. So that's something I gotta fix. I'm gonna get that box. Gotta use 2 hands, so wait up. Alright, so it came with 2 boxes. I got 2 boxes. The first one I already looked in right here because that's where the car was. Which has just got a bunch of, you know, remotes and junk. I got this little low-C one. Then this must have been the original right here. But then there's just miscellaneous stuff. I believe these are T-Max tires. Oh, actually, this is good. Got the roto start. Actually worked for a second. Yeah, guess not anymore. But I'm gonna need that. If I keep that engine, that is. Nice, you know, igniter. Probably won't use it. Not sure what these are, but these are kind of cool, I guess. Maybe they're like chassis parts. But yeah, that's the first bin. The second bin I think's got better stuff in. I'm not sure what's in it. This one I haven't checked yet. But yeah, it's got a bunch of stuff on the top. Actually, carburetors. That's nice. Might even be able to use some of these. That's pretty sweet. Not sure what engine these are off of. Look pretty nice though. I think these are like K5.9 carburetors. They're similar to them. They're not exact. This one's like a little smaller. I feel like this one's like a Traxxas size. This one I might use. Looks brand new. Sweet. Keep that. I mean, none of this I'm throwing out. I'm just gonna leave it in the box though. I mean, this thing I can definitely use. That's real nice. Sweet. Then here's some roto start parts, it looks like, yeah. For the RS4, a back plate. It's plastic. That's new. I never felt that before. Some plugs. A new gasket. Use that on the exhaust. A new spring. Got a lot of good stuff on it. Geez, I could just probably, you know, restore that entire thing with everything in this box. Here's that shaft to start the engine. Antenna. Looks kind of like the Traxxas one. And these things come out. That's pretty cool. Don't know what this is. Done. This must be the receiver for it. That's nice. Zip ties. Use that later. Some sort of rings. Yeah, temp gun. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Trevor. I think this is a temp gun. It's kind of weird though. It's got this. Actually, yeah, that's probably the laser. Yeah, gotta start thinking. Fuel lines with a little filter. Hopefully it's clean in there. This one might be a backup for the LST. Servo. Traxxas servo. Ooh, I actually got a bind plug in here. Always lose these. I'm so mad when I lose one. And here's a Y cable right here. Run dual servos. I usually just make my own. Pretty easy. But it's always nice to have them. As long as they're not ripped up. Alright, I gotta figure out how to open this. Is it locked? Oh, that just slides out like that. Alright. Ooh, this looks nice. Oh, Pico. Oh, check this out, guys. Hold on, we might have some good stuff in here. I don't know why these are in here. Unless the dude just, like, you know, sold it with me. Oh, jeez. Alright, check this out, guys. This is more my kind of style of engine. The small ones are cool, but I like the bigger stuff. This guy's stuck on there. Oh, jeez. I already have a feeling these are in rough shape for the fact that they're all disassembled. And that they're Pico. I don't even know if you can get parts. But yeah. Oh, look at that. Actually, looks like someone ground that off. That's pretty clean. Not sure what they were doing there, grinding that. Doesn't feel like it broke. But yeah, it's got a piston in it. That's good news. Pretty clean in there. It's stuck. Can't really push it down. Yeah, I'm gonna need 2 hands for that one. This must be the cooling head. Oh no, that's the cooling head for this one. This one's... Yeah, here's another one. This one's torn apart. Oh, that's sweet. So, for anyone who doesn't know, this is for the Traxxas engines. Or headers. Oh, that's sweet. I might even do a T-Max build now, because I can use that engine for it. That'd be awesome. Here's the cooling head for it. Yeah, little Pico box. It's actually LRP. What do you get? A 0.30. Yeah, so he must have took that up, put a 0.30 in. I don't blame him. These engines seem pretty rough. Alright, this must be the stock RS4 exhaust right in here. Actually, no, that don't look right. This isn't the stock. I don't know where this goes. Let's have it upside down. That'd be weird if it's kind of like that. But for now, it's like that. Might be like a T-Max. I'm seeing a lot of Traxxas stuff in here the more I look around. Like, oh, little wrench. Yeah, nice goodies. Another man's trash is another man's treasure. Little pull starter. This one's... Yeah, I knew it. LRP. Sweet. I love the LRP pull starters. And still got the sticker on it. So I'll rebuild this one. I got a new spring for it. I always keep a spare spring, just in case I break it. There are those plates again I'm seeing. So those plates must be for the T-Maxes. Remember those plates I showed you? Yeah, right in here. I think they're in here. Yeah, so these are for the T-Maxes. Right in here. And they go right there. Pretty cool. More T-Max stuff. Oh, check it out. I think that's a spring. And then we got some bolts. And transmission stuff. Honestly, I think this is for the, yeah, I think looking at it, this might be for a T-Max transmission. All these gears. They look familiar from when I did the, yeah, these are definitely T-Max. See the spline right there. Not sure what that is. Yeah, I'll be honest, it's kind of a lot of junk. I wasn't really expecting to actually get this much stuff. Not really sure what all that's for. Got tools though. Bolts. A lot of bolts. There's a lot in here. Throttle. Links. I'll need those. More bearings and whatever. Yeah, let me get that engine stuff though. There's something in this bag. Can't really tell. That's a piston though. And a sleeve. It bagged up. Maybe that stuff's good. Probably test it out. I'll leave that up on the desk. Have you guys seen enough of the boxes? Did I rush you guys? If you guys want to look at it again, I'll open it up. Let me take these carburetors out though. These are pretty nice. I'll just grab the whole thing. Cool. They look pretty good too. All the boots are intact. But yeah, that Husky one, 25 bucks. It's nice. I still like the OG little one. That's, you know, jam-packed with everything. Maybe I'll upgrade to that Husky one. Yeah, I guess there's more stuff in here all mixed together. That piston, I don't know if my camera's picking it up, but there's some real deep scratches in that thing. So, yeah, this poor guy's had a little bit of trouble. Not sure what all that other stuff is in there. Bearings. It looks like there's a blown up bearing in there. Yeah. That's probably what happened. Looks like the front bearing blew up. Yeah, I'll find use somehow for those parts. Yeah, I hope they don't, collect up and collect dust. I just can't wait till I stumble upon some LST stuff. Or even a whole LST, that'd be awesome. Oh yeah, Raw RC, we got some HPI action for you. No savages. Yep. Unfortunately, no savages. Maybe I'll trade these for a savage one day. That'll probably be the plan. This one, maybe I can just trade right now for like a beat up one. This is brand new. Yeah, there's the pull starter. I'll put a spring in there later. I like the, badge on it. Just leave that over there. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we got these Pico engines. They're all, they're kind of useless. They're all blown up. I mean, maybe this one I can save. I don't have a cooling head for it, though, unfortunately. Maybe even the K5.9 one might fit on it. Not sure. Might try that. But then also all the carburetors for them. There's actually 3. I think this one's not part of them. Yeah, definitely. This one's different. What's that, the covers? Yeah. I might not worry about it because the battery's going in here. Actually, yeah, you said there's a cover for this guy. Yeah, so maybe I will worry about it. I thought I had a spare receiver somewhere. Yeah. I might use this one for now. Because I can bind it to my Spectrum. This guy. Might as well stick it on there right now. I got Velcro holding it on. Is that smart? Is that smart using Velcro? We'll find out. Throw it right there. Square it up. Yeah, let's just guess. I'm gonna say that's throttle. So where's our throttle? Having a little trouble seeing here. You guys are having just as much trouble. And these won't fit because they're the... Oh no, they will. They'll fit. Just gotta force them in there. Get in there, come on. Oh, this one ain't fitting. I might have to... Oh yeah, it's got the Traxxas connector. Maybe Futaba, I forget. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut those off. Do I use regular? You mean like factory? Because this is a Spectrum, even though it says low C. It's a Spectrum. Right here's my Spectrum. Right there. Which this one's already binded to it. This one's just a junk one I had. It's actually from my friend. Because he's got the Truggy. Which is over here. Down with that Truggy. Same one. And the buggy has all the fancy telemetry, temperature, and all that. So that one's a little different. And this one's got the high-speed Spectrum in it. Just like the LST. The LST's got the high-speed Spectrum. Which these two are probably the best for responsiveness. Unless you mean regular like the, AM and crystal stuff. I don't use specifically the, stock AM. But this one's an FM JR. I haven't used it in a long time. This thing's never failed me. I've never had a runaway with this, believe it or not. I've had more runaways with the this guy. Even though actually it's because the battery gets low. Just gotta make sure that batteries, the batteries are in there. Yeah, so I can probably I'll pop these guys off. Just put new connectors on there. That'll probably be the plan, instead of ruining them. See how the servos are. Just do a quick little electronic test. Where did I put that tripod? You know what, guys? I already lost my tripod. Hold up. There we go. Alright. I don't know why I folded it up. It's right here. I'm not sure if you can in a Revo. Maybe you can do dual steering. You gotta make a little Y connector if your thing doesn't have the option to do the double run 2 servos. I'm not too sure at the Revos. Maybe I'll have a Revo, I don't know. It's starting to look that way, so I'm buying new stuff. Yeah, let's see if I can get this thing working. I'll use the kit from last live stream. Get this thing all wired up. Use those 2 guys. Move you aside. Get all this stuff. These guys can be a little tricky. Yeah, because they fold down on you. Sometimes I just break it. I don't really care. Always have extras. I mean, these ones are old anyway. Ah, tell me these guys fit. There we go. Right. They fit. Fit in there snug, actually. Hopefully I don't have to... Oh, jeez. I don't know if these guys fit. Maybe. Just gotta force them in there. Alright, that's enough. Stick that guy in there. There we go, now it fits. Get a battery. I don't know if I got any charged ones. Let's see. I've seen some people make nitro crawlers, custom. They don't really do well though. It's kind of hard to, you know, unless you gear it a certain way. But yeah, they don't make any out of the box nitro crawlers. Alright, so here's the remote right here. Turn that guy on. See that? Boom. Here's... Did I lose you? Hello? I don't know what happened. I lost my Wi-Fi. So let's see what happens. I don't know what happened to my Wi-Fi. Yeah, but what I was saying was there's this guy. I think it's... I said his name. I already forgot it. Figures, right? But, yeah, I forget. But, he made a nitro little mini crawler. 1/24th scale, believe it or not. Did it crawl good? I don't know. But yeah. That's just something. I just watched. See if this guy turns on. Is battery dead? It's backwards. Not the first time I've done that. Alright, now it's on. Sweet. Got nothing though. Unless the servo's not connected. Yeah, I got no power to that thing. Let's see what's happening. Something with my faulty connector. Oh, you know what? I have this backwards also. Yeah, don't do that. There we go. Seems to work. Sorta. That's my battery. That's fine, because you can see the light turns back on. But it's when I hit the brakes. It's not the servo's fault, it's from the battery draining. So I know that works. The steering I don't really care about. I'm going to swap that out with the Eco Power, like I said, right here. This guy. Let's see if that guy works. Actually, no, the thing's going to drain it. This battery needs to be charged. So I'll charge that. We can do a full actual test later when I probably have it running. But I need some engine recommendations. I don't know really what to swap this thing with. Or should I just rebuild it? Or try to fix it? Or just try to run it. I mean, this thing does turn over. Turns over pretty smooth. Yeah, there's no glow plug in it. Gotta throw a glow plug in. I think these run hot, glow plugs. Yeah, well, mud truck that runs, higher RPM, more tire speed. Yeah, you could probably do that. You think you like welding your own chassis and stuff like I did on the trophy truck? Because that's probably what I'd recommend with. Having it in a plastic chassis, I don't know how that will be with the engine. And also maintenance. I was able to make it so I can just work on this engine real easy. All it is just the bolts right here, and then the whole engine drops out. Transmission, everything. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's sweet that this thing links up good. I'd like to see the range. It's got a real short antenna. Not really liking that. It's alright. I'm sure it'll be fine. So T 3.0. Yeah, I'll see how that is. I'll see how this engine is. I'm not going to give up on it. It looks rough on the outside. I've yet to see how it is on the inside. Looking at the chassis, as everything is, it looks pretty good. So, just dirty. That's really all it is. And I think that's just from storage. Or maybe running it like a couple times. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah. I might even think about Dynamite 19. Get a big engine in this thing. I'll see though. It depends if that even fits. Because with the clutches and stuff. Actually, you said, yeah, I could probably put a different clutch style in here. Oh yeah, even with the side exhaust. So I need a different header if I run that Dynamite 19. Yeah, for now, obviously, I'm not going to rush it. See how this engine is, I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, okay, so that thing's a .18 anyway. Yeah, I'll probably take a look at that then. Yeah. And it's an HPI engine too, so, keeping it original. Even though I'm not too concerned about that. This thing I'm thinking about modifying. These things run pretty good, I believe, so we'll see that. Yeah, this thing, you know, no questions about it. You know, looked pretty good. Actually, what engine is this? Is that bigger engine? Or is that .15? I don't know. I just judged it from the block. The blocks look pretty similar. I don't think you have to glue bulkheads on a Revo. I think they should just bolt in. Unless they cracked or something, then yeah, go ahead and glue them. Whoever, you know, puts them on. Also, I'm happy to say the LST now has 0% glue. I used to have so many glued on parts on this thing. It was ugly. But now it's alright. Yeah, I'd imagine they'd bolt up. Yeah, if you have to glue something on, it's probably not, you know, probably not the right way to do it. Am I guilty of doing it? Yes. But just because, you know, I gotta run it, you know. Got no time to wait. Or more like no patience to wait. That's more what it is. I got plenty of time to wait. That's what I'm doing now. I'm waiting with the LST. Could have done probably a video today. Could have, but you know, I'll keep waiting. Even though it should be good now. I actually did get the final parts in the mail for it, which all it was just a thing for the transmission, little 2-speed link. The old one's worn out. I forget what it's called. But before, these gears had a crap ton of play in them. Now they're just stiff. And they mesh properly now, finally. So that's good. Yeah, let's clear off this table. You guys want to see the LST, or have you had enough looking at it? I want to keep looking at these guys. This I also could have thrown in the LST. But this came in that box. It was with those guys right there. Yeah, that's nice. I got a JR servo. With some links too. I'll probably make my own links with that. Truck will fire up. Honestly, I'm not really prepared to do it tonight. Just because I've got, you know, my hands full with the camera. But yeah, there's no reason this thing shouldn't fire up. This thing's pretty good. The only thing it would need if it doesn't fire up is the glow plug. Because this carburetor looks pretty good also. Nice and clean in there. The boot feels like new. This whole thing feels like new, so I don't see there being a problem with this. Hold up, let me get that thing on there. Yeah. Now I know what you mean. Yeah, this is definitely Traxxas. I feel like this doesn't really fit on there good. Now thinking about it. Yeah, I also got some junk. Some junk. Yeah, I'm excited to do some videos with the RS4. I want a touring car, so I'm glad I got one now. I was more expecting actually a 1/8. That was kind of my deal, you know, with bigger stuff. But I'll give the small stuff a chance. Tiny engine. There we go. Yeah, I'd say that too. $300. That's what I paid for the LST when I got it 2 years ago. 300. And don't ask me what I put in after that. I mean, that thing was fine, you know, for 300. I just didn't know anything, so I kept breaking stuff. Yeah, well, mine's a 2.0. I think this is a. I'm probably 100% sure this was a RTR 2.0. I don't think this was a kit. It came with the 454. That's what I thought. But then I swapped in this guy. Works pretty good. Also jacked up the suspension as much as I could. I'm not racing it. I'm not sure. I don't really remember you, Scott, but if you did, check out that video, my last one. I don't know if you commented or not. I don't remember. Sorry about that if you did. Shame on my memory. But the thing rips. That you know, .28. It's a cheap engine, but I'm happy with it. Nothing wrong with it. I'd like to actually see what this thing sounds like. This thing's big. I gotta say. Kinda excited for it. See how this thing rolls though. Gotta clean it up first. Even the body's all dirty underneath. Check that out. Alright, Scott's new to me. Welcome, Scott. I think Caden's new too. Got a lot of new people tonight. I guess this vertical stuff does do a pretty good job with that. Pretty happy with that. So, you know, as much as it was an accident, you know, I guess it worked out pretty good. I don't know. Do you mind the vertical? The other guys, Rinks, you know, the OG ones, I guess. OG, if OG's still in here. I know horizontal's better on revenue. If I'm, you know, concerned about making money. You looking for a motor, Scott? That 28 that I just showed you, it's a Dynamite .28. These things come in the out of the box truggies that they have today. Save some money, pick one up. It's not too bad. They have issues though. I think I'm a lucky one that I had one with no issues. If you want one that's better, obviously get a... I'd recommend actually a SH .288 because this is what the low C454s are. These are discontinued. So you can still get an SH 28. Those, I think, in my opinion, are a little bit better quality. Or you can even get a .21 for a truggy. Those will still put it around good. Just lose a little bit of torque. But you get more RPM, I think, out of it. Lighter piston, smaller piston. Oh, yeah. Because I know Rinks was looking at it. This one's electric. That's why I don't talk about it much. But it is a Traxxas. I don't even know what. Let's bring it up on the table. Maybe you can identify it for me. Maybe Caden knows what this is. Because I still don't know. I've had this thing for 2 years now. I still don't know what it is. I haven't really bothered looking it up. But this thing's super clean. The only thing, though, I crashed it. Hit a curb. Chipped off the foam. That's from me. So shame on me. I mean, look at this, though. It's got a little cantilever suspension. Pretty fancy stuff. A Latrax? This isn't a Latrax. I already looked it up. This isn't a Latrax. I'm 100% sure. Because these things got ball bearings in them. It's brushed. This one is brushed. See the 2 wires? Yeah, that's a brushed motor. I actually thought about making this brushless. This thing does get up pretty good. Also with these tires, they drift pretty good. Which unfortunately these have different offsets from the of the HPI ones. Because I already tried putting the grippy ones on here and it didn't work. Yeah, E-Revo, yeah, totally. That's what I was thinking, like the mini Revos. But I still couldn't really figure it out because I couldn't find this body. I tried looking it up. I mean, I guess this thing's pretty rare. Even though it's not too old, this thing's like a, you know, it's a Traxxas, it's a newer model. It's got FM and all that. Or actually, no, this might be AM, so maybe it's a little older. It's got a very long antenna, so that's probably telling me it's an AM. The reason why I don't run it's because I don't have batteries for it. This is kind of just a shelf clean, I guess. Oh yeah, there it is. I think Rinks actually. Did you want this thing, Rinks? I'm not gonna give it to you, unfortunately. It's my friend's. It's not mine. I hold a lot of my friend's stuff. Friends is right there. That's mine. Friend. That one's mine. That one's mine. Now these 2 are mine. So, you know, I'm catching up to him with the collection. That's good. Yeah, Fortec wheels, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for this thing. See how it runs. I wonder, yeah, now that you said Fortec, I wonder if I could run a Fortec exhaust on this if I run a Dynamite 19. Probably could. Hopefully it doesn't hit that tire. Yeah. I mean, we'll see, maybe. Like I said, the thing's rare, I guess. So, you know. It's probably like $1 million RC. We don't even know it. I don't see how that's $1 million. It's gotta have some metal on it to be that. But I like this chassis. It's got some metal on it. Even this one too, I guess. But that's the one thing I kind of don't like about this. I'll be honest. It's very plasticky. Pretty plasticky. I mean, it's fine, I guess. It's better than weight. This thing you want light. This thing weighs a feather. Even this one too. You would trade for the stadium truck? I might think about that. I was also thinking about gifting this to someone, so if that person doesn't want it, because haven't told them anything yet, we might do a trade or something. If you still got that stink, oh, you don't have the stink one, right? Yeah, that stink one got you out of some trouble, thankfully. So it's a good little sacrifice for the stinky one. That would actually be a killer deal for you. I guess stinky RC, you get one that this doesn't even smell. I'll smell it right now. It just has a little bit of nitro on the exhaust. That's all I smell. This thing smells, nice and clean. No scent to it. I mean, I just got this thing today. I'm not going to trade it overnight to you. But maybe, in the future, might consider that. Might do a whole video just running these two. See how it is. This thing needs to be worked on first. But I think I can get it running, this engine. I gotta get an air filter for it first, though. I'm saving this engine. Even though I said before I don't really care about it. Yeah, it was probably growing something in it. Did you check, like, inside the motor? Was something living in there? Yeah, that's weird, that thing be smelling. I get all my glow plugs online. Either eBay or A-Main. I haven't bought them in a while because I've just been using these guys. Where are they? Yeah, right here. These are all new, or like, working. Those are all old. As you can see, I got a lot. I like the LRP ones. I only use the LRP just because of that LRP engine in the trophy truck. I've never really tested out that. Like, I have a new OS in there. I haven't tested that out yet. But they're expensive. If a glow plug works, I kind of just stick with it. I don't really try experimenting glow plugs yet. Not yet. I've yet to even experiment fuels. And if something worked for me, I just stuck with it. That's another thing I should try, getting some different glow plugs. I've actually tried Traxxas in my bigger engines, which they do run really well. But what I noticed, the LRPs are just a little bit cooler because they're meant for the bigger engines, so I kind of just run those because they're made for them. But like in the summer, I'll run or actually winter. In the winter, I'll run the Traxxas ones just to burn them out because I don't really care. Then I try to save the LRPs for, big time bashing. when my hands don't freeze and I can be out there for hours. Yeah, he told me about that. I still don't know. It's weird. Yeah. Have you ran it yet? Actually, I don't think you have because you're putting it all back together, right? But I know you got an OS for that, the carb. I think that will stop the glow plugs from dying. Hopefully, better. Yeah, maybe I should try more Traxxas stuff. All I've got's that Nitro Slash. I mean, I also gave my it doesn't have a Traxxas engine in it, but I gave my cousin that T-Max. Yet to, I've been saying it every live. Yet to do that for you guys. More for him, actually. He's been waiting on me to, you know, take the hike and, you know, fix it for him. Do you have fuel in the tank? Because that will go bad if it's in the tank. You shouldn't leave it in the tank, because it'll also make the tank bad. I always drain my tanks after I run, even if I let them sit overnight. Yeah, as long as it's sealed and not in, like, you know, super humid or hot or maybe freezing, you know, cold places. I don't know how it will do freezing. I think it'll be fine. As long as it's not super hot and humid, the fuel will pretty much be good if it's, you know, sealed. Don't let it all evaporate out. Yeah, I'm gonna put the bodies on these guys. I think you guys have seen enough. I'm definitely happy though. It's always something new. It's good to mix things up. It's kind of weird. I'm not used to getting new stuff. Yeah, these guys I'll probably go easy on. Not gonna bash them. Especially this one. This one's so nice. The RS4, you know, I'll go crazy probably drifting it and all that. That's what it's meant for. That last clip on there. Also, yeah, that's the one flaw with this thing. It's only got one rear shock. Or not shock, the body mount. The other one broke off. You know, I got nowhere to put this guy. Getting ahead of myself. Get the RS4 body. Do like it though. Guy did a nice job painting it. Also, that, you know what? Part of that, totally forgot. Right down here, brand new body. Little Subaru body. I just don't got the decals for it, so I didn't really put it on yet. This one's already got the decals. But that's there too, Subaru body. Yeah, I like this. And with the pipe sticking out of it, man, this thing's gonna look sweet. Yeah. Dang. Good purchase for that guy to get that pipe. Yeah, I just gotta get this body on. This guy's not liking to be put in there. Yeah, probably another live I'll do, probably going through this whole thing. Actually, I'll just leave the front clips on. I should probably tear down the engine. Should I do that now, guys? Doesn't hurt, you know. I'll see how gummed up it is, if it's gummed up. Yeah, you know what, I'm going for it. Let's see how this engine comes out. Hopefully the block's not like stripped or something. Or I don't strip the block. There we go, just keep the body right there for now. Let me get the tripod so I can do this. I gotta heat these bolts. I'll try a screwdriver first. Hopefully I don't need them. Let's see. Maybe I should take your, you know, advice, Ranks. Yeah, maybe that would be a good idea. I should order some mounts for this thing. Just in case. You know what? This thing's only got 2 bolts in it. That might tell you something, Rinks. I'm not the first to do it. Oh, that just came right out. Nice. 1 and 2. Look at that. Maybe, I'm hoping the guy just took it out. Took the engine apart or something, or who knows, maybe swap the bad engine in. Oh, jeez. I don't think that's the right threads. Is that the right threads? I'm gonna need some motor mounts. Yeah, that's the wrong threads. This guy, you gotta be kidding me. This guy couldn't find the right bolt. So that was thread into the block right there. This is like a plastic screw. If you can't see the threads. So that sucks. It's kind of a big deal for me. Just, Alright, there's a little engine. Need some bearings. Alright, let's take out this cooling head. These engines are metric, right? Let's see if I got metric wrenches around. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to run 3 bolts. Let's just hope the engine doesn't fall out. Ruin the gears. Oh, speaking of that, I have a one-way bearing for this. That's pretty sweet. Is that the right size? What do I got? 2? That's a 2mm. I got a wrench for that. Use that instead. Or not a wrench, a little driver. Right here. What if I should paint this cooling head? Gotta paint it lightly for it to cool. None of the bolts broke. That's good. These bolts are tiny, so I can imagine these snapping. Yeah. This is really my first time working on an engine this small. So I gotta remember putting it back together. I'm not, you know, gonna torque it down like the normal stuff. Yeah, I can't imagine these guys handling much torque. Pretty tiny. Yeah, I've yet to put the glow plug in. So I don't know about the compression. At least it's not like, you know, stuck. But looking at the condition of how everything is, kind of gutted. I might, you know, or the engine might be pretty bad. Especially because the exhaust is off of it. Maybe the guy was gonna put the exhaust on a different car. Because the exhaust doesn't have the bolts on it. Alright, how does this work? Okay, that just comes right out. Alright, cool. Cool. There's crap in there. Let's try to clean that out before I keep turning the thing over. I don't feel a pinch turning this thing over. Yeah, it's nothing. No pinch. That's alright. Take off this guy. Here, maybe I should. Yeah. A lot of the bolts look the same, so I'm gonna try to keep them together. You usually can test for compression just from hearing it, like if you pop it while turning it over. Like just from this, you can hear the pop right there from the exhaust. That's just how you know there's compression. And testing for pinch, because the pinch, you know, helps with compression, because when it goes further up the sleeve, the piston gets a little more pressure to hold the air in. So you can just kind of just, you know, turn the flywheel over. This one I don't feel it at all. Just kind of sucks. So maybe this engine's toast. Well, what'd you say it was? Like a T18 or T 3.0, something like that? Check one of those out. Then you gotta get motor mounts for it, right? Unless I don't. That'd actually be kind of nice. Not have to deal with mesh. Oh, there's oil coming out of this. That's a good sign. There's oil. Not sure how old that oil is. See that? There's oil dripping out of this guy. You can see it all dripping. That's probably why it's not seized. Alright, got that guy out. That's very oily. Wow. One-way bearing. Still feels good. Still works. Alright, let's see how these guys come off. And Phillips. What do you guys think? Junk or not? We're about to find out. If this thing's all gummed up with fuel and, you know, looking all gross. Might not even bother cleaning it just because of the low pinch. Low pinch usually means low compression. No scratches though. Didn't really see much scratches on this. So maybe that's a sign that, you know, it's got enough compression. Feels plasticky. Oh, there goes the pin. Pin just slid out. Hopefully the spring didn't either. Alright, there's the pin. I mean, it's looking old. It's usually how those things look. Connecting rods. Connecting rod's reasonable. It's got a little bit of play. Probably turn into a lot when I start running it. But again, you know, this engine's not too sentimental to me. So, you know, a little blow up wouldn't be, you know, end of the world. There it is though. There it is in there. Gross looking. Spins free though. I'll try running it, see how it is. Probably clean out itself just from running it. What if I got a pull starter for that? I'll give that rotor starter a chance. See if I can get this pin in first. Damn it. I'm gonna need some tweezers. A little tricky. Ugh. Alright, it's in there. It is in. Yeah. I'm sorry if you want to see the sleeve get popped out. I'm not gonna. Gonna try to run this thing first. Sleeve looks fine in there. Just got the little pinch. Oh, that's backwards. Nice. Alright, looks cleaner. Probably needed that. Even though the crankcase needs to be clean too. You guys are probably yelling at me because I just closed that thing right back up immediately instead of actually cleaning it. Let's get a glow plug in this thing. I think these look like they use like a shorter style. Maybe I can use this OS. Yeah, that might be it. That might be the exact one I need. Sweet. Cool, brand new OS for it. Brand new OS going in a crap engine. Alright, that's good to know. So I can order more of these, the A3. Sweet. Little corroded head. I don't like that. The head doesn't really lock in. I have a little trouble putting this thing in. Yeah, Rinks. The glow plug's worth more than this engine. Yeah, you gotta love it. Yeah, I'd like to see how it does in this thing. That'd be... Maybe it'll make this engine worth a little more. Maybe. Add a little more value to it. Yeah, that's funny. Let's hope no like crap gets in that. Yeah, now I'm a little worried about it. Maybe I should have cleaned that crankcase. I don't want much crap, ruining that glow plug. Either I gotta just, run it a lot, or, I just can't have it sitting in there, brewing with all that junk. I torqued them evenly. I think I did. They feel torqued evenly. Cool. You know what? That don't feel too bad. Got a nice pop to it. I'm giving it a chance, guys. I'm giving it a chance. If you can even believe it. It's got an OS plug in it. I think it'll run. I can feel it too. Guys can hear that from here? Look at that. I think I was spinning it the wrong way. Alright, let's get that roto started on there. I lost the one-way bearing somewhere. There we are. And one-way bearing goes this way, right? Yeah. Because if it went that way, it doesn't turn it over. If it goes this way, it does. Cool. I'm not putting a one-way bearing on backwards again. Not doing that again. Did that on the Traxxas. And the trophy truck. Yeah. Can't forget about the trophy truck. Did I do that the right way, guys? No. Freaking Anyone say anything? Oh yeah, once it's warm, yeah, it probably lose all its compression. So I shouldn't get my hopes too much, Rinks. Probably fire up good though. Alright, so how's this guy go on? Should just go on the other way. Alright, get you off there. So if I throw it on like that, yeah, that should reach. I think I'll get a rotor start in there. I'll read your guys' comments in a sec. Just let me get this engine all put together. Alright, these are just snug. I don't think these have to be super tight. Yeah. Alright, well, there's the engine. Quick little, pull apart. Just leave that guy in there for now. I'll throw that one bolt in just to secure it. Maybe I'll throw that other one in because, it's already bad. Kind of forget which one's stripped. I think I can just see from here. Yeah, it's that one. Definitely that one. Yeah, that one looks good. I actually got this. Yeah, I got all these screws. I can throw them in. They'll be mixed up. That's okay. I'll do it the right way. I'll replace all these screws. Do it right. Now this engine's getting more and more worth. Wrong ones. It's these ones. There we go. That guy's in the wrong bin. Got my big going in there. I hope this is all metric. Can't count on it. Oh yeah, yep, it's metric. So low C must be the only one that's, SAE. Oh, that bolt's too long. Not paying attention. Yeah, that guy's a little too long. Alright, just torque these guys down. Sure, that mesh is good. Yeah, that thing just meshes right in there. Don't even have to worry about it. I don't know why that guy's in there. I'm taking it out. Screw this screw. It's good to know that these bolts fit. 3 nice new bolts. You know, that's my only complaint, is all the Phillips bolts. But I'll just swap them out. I got everything I need right here. Swap them. But yeah, there we go. 3, just says rinse requested, 3 nice new bolts. Cool. Alright, let's take this thing off the tripod. Give my hands a break. Oh, the camera link will be in the way? Yeah, I probably should have read that. Or no, the shock's in the way. Sort of. I'm sure you can put these things on an angle. I hope you can. Like, you know, kind of go in like that. If you can't, that'll suck. The on and off switch. Let's see, we got an on and off switch. I think nowhere. Yeah. I assume the on and off switch would be on the lid. Is that what you're saying? I have plenty of switches. Like, I got one right here. Brand new, and then I got like 10 others. Got a lot of switches. You mean like right here? I can see, yeah, I can see definitely a little ridge where the switch should be. Should I throw a switch in there right now? Might as well. Let me grab a switch. I'll do an old one. I'll save the new one. I'm kind of saving that for a project. Let's see. I got one where here. Thought I did. It's not in there anymore. All right. Where I thought there was a switch, so I don't have one. There should be a switch in here. There isn't. Oh, that's weird. I'm losing all my switches. I'm hoping I can fit it in the box. Let me keep looking for switches. I thought I had a lot of switches. I over-exaggerated maybe, but I got a lot of wires. That's what I meant to say. I got a lot of wires. I don't see a switch in here though. Alright. Do I open that new one? I guess I do. Yep, I opened that new one. Could've sworn I... Ugh. Seriously, I could've sworn I had. Yeah, but I guess not. This one's actually looking like it can fit. Maybe. Yeah, this one doesn't have the tab. I had one with the tab that will slide right in. Yeah, that's the one I'm trying to look for. I'll find it. I'll find it. Not too worried about it. I don't think I lost it. If not, just buy one, I guess. Not that big of a deal. Even though this one I'll try to keep that, you know, budget down. Yeah, HPI must have got fancy. Trying to mess with me. I'm gonna see if I can actually fit a 4th bolt right in here. Let's see if I can. It's bothering me, I only got 3 bolts. Also, my battery's at 20%, if you can believe it. This was fully charged, by the way. Every time I do a live, it'll be fully charged. If it ain't, I'm not even gonna start. We're not going through that again. Alright, I'm gonna just force this in, because it does not want to thread in. Never mind. I was wrong. Sort of threading it. I can feel it kind of skipping teeth or threads. I'll see what happens when I tighten it, if I can even tighten it. Yeah, I mean, I'm going really slow. Oh, you know what? I think, yeah, alright, I'm going to just stop right there. I'm going to stop right there. Call that tight. Sweet. Let's see if I can find these engine bolts, the side ones for the header. If I get a header in there. Oh, I need a gasket. Unless that's the gasket stuck on there. I'm gonna look at the other exhaust. See if there's a gasket on it. No. Yeah, whatever. I'll just wait on that. I can't find the bolts either. I'm wondering the same thing too, Rinks. I don't know. I mean, this tank looks pretty... I don't know. I mean, it ain't that bad in there. There's like rust in there, in that corner. It's not fuel, it's rust. Something fell in there, actually. It's that thing. That's what was rusting in there. Oh, geez, even that spring's good on it. See if there's a gasket. I think that's missing a gasket. Is it? I mean, it seems to close. There's something else in there. I don't know what that's from. Maybe the primer. I don't know, unless the guy bent the chassis, threw a new one in. That's the only thing I can possibly think of why it's so clean. No scratches. Yeah, I'm sure this will be easy to fix up. I'll be taking my time with it though. The LST and all those are the priority. These will still be a little, thing. I want to do a factory drift video. The demolition crew ended up clearing out all my good jumps. Unfortunately. But I can definitely do a drift video with this thing. With the body, that'd be sweet. No, yeah, even like how low it is, this thing just bombs out immediately. Yeah, I think I remember yours. How much anodizing was left on yours, Rings? Probably not too much. Is yours the same model as mine? I gotta actually probably, check that out. I think they are. We can do a... It's still purplish, yeah. Maybe turn pink. Or white. Yeah, maybe it's time for your Rinks to host a RS4 little competition. Like a roof jump competition with the RS4s, right? That'll end well. Yeah, totally end well. I'm gonna keep this bind plug in a special place. This is what happens when I lose my bind plugs. Just make my own. See my little solder. RS43. Like slightly higher end, you mean? Like mine's like the base model? I can probably imagine that. Like yours probably's got like the good servos in it. Probably the shocks too, something like that. I kind of want to put more spacers in this. And actually, it's kind of like, I wonder if I can, yeah. I feel like the suspension's too soft. I'll see how it handles. Definitely in the front. The front kind of just bombs out immediately. The rears actually feel pretty good. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah, mine's got the plastics. I don't really care. I'm not really racing this thing. I don't really need the adjustments. I'll see how it handles. If I can't drive it, I'm complaining, I'm gonna buy it. Buy turnbuckles because I suck at driving. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, okay, so that's good to know, because these are, I know this is like kind of like an MT2. So yeah, might as well put them. I'd imagine the wheelbase is longer on the MT2, right? I would think so. If not, that's a really stubby car, because this one's a little longer. Just by a little bit. Well, I'm not jumping this guy. Oh, Matt's in here. Yeah, I'll take the body off for this guy. Yeah, spilled some oil. This is the exhaust for that little RS4, though. Here's the body for it, if you didn't see it in the thumbnail. Yeah, there it is. Pretty sweet. It's a hot bodies. What? I don't know. Something, though. Something hot bodies. Tracks his body on it right now. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Brand new. Practically brand new. Yeah, pretty sweet. Just something to keep me occupied, right? Got a big giant gear. You know what? I wonder if I can still pick up these transmissions. Kind of like that. Oh, maybe like a MT? Yeah. That's probably what it is then. The one before it. Oh yeah, here's that switch though. This looks like actually the switch was the Futaba one. Alright, get that guy on there. Yeah, the MT2 is just like this one, according to Rinks. I don't know. But yeah, the purple. Yeah, Rinks says correct. Lost the clip for it. There you are. Yeah, this thing I just took apart the engine earlier. Gonna try to fire that one up. This one should fire up no problem. I'm sure this one's like, you know, still brand new. But this one we're gonna have some trouble with. It's part of the game though. It's probably a good thing I bought this. Because if this thing absolutely sucks, you know, I got this thing still. Which a part of me wanted to part this thing out, but I was like, nah, I can't. It's too great. There we go. Got that one in. The three clips. Just got it right in. Get that guy. A hot body's lightning. Good research there, Ranks. You know what? Now I think I remember him telling me that. So, thanks for jogging my memory. Yeah, these are both HPI, Braden. Actually, well, off-brand HPI. It's the hot bodies. So it's like their higher-end version back in the day. Then this one's a HPI RS4. I'm new to the whole HPI brand, so it's a good little introduction, I guess. Getting a taste of everything. I got a Traxxas, got a Losi. Losi's my favorite right now. But I had to give Traxxas a try to, know what else I got. Yeah, both of them are .15. Yeah, this one's a bad .15. I think this one's a good one. This engine actually looks pretty new, or it looks newer for an older car. I think it is, unless it is original, and that'd be awesome. Yeah, there's side mounts on this engine. Yeah, I don't think I don't know. Maybe it's not the same block, but yeah, you can see got the side mounts right there. Can't really tell because the pipe's in the way, but you can see it. But actually, you have to look under there to see if it's got like the mounts for the other engine. Yeah, doesn't look it. You're saying I should port the header on this engine? I'll see how it runs first. I'm new to this exhaust stuff. Don't know much about it. But yeah, this one actually looks like I could probably use some porting on this guy. That guy can probably go right too. Oh, yeah, let's take the body off, unless I can. Just look. Yeah, clearly you can see right there. There they are. Some nice mounts. Oh, that happens a lot because of that. Oh, what's it say on the block? Idiot. Alright. Let's see if we can get some light in there. So that camera works. I'm gonna read it with my eyes. I'm gonna stick my head in there. Alright, so what I'm seeing is I can see by HPI, and then the rest is... It says by HPI on the bottom, but the rest is scraped off. Seriously. Yeah, you know what? I might be able to make out a nitro star. Maybe that's what it is. I can see... I don't know. It's kind of tough. Let's see, I'll show it to you guys again. Maybe you guys can make it out. My camera sucks though, it doesn't really help. Yeah, you can't really tell. But at the bottom it says by HPI Racing. Yeah. I do like this body. I also have a spare Subaru one, but this one's probably gonna stay. Yeah, I can't wait to see that one running. It's in good shape too. G series engine, yeah. I could just swap it. This one's a single speed, this one's got the 2-speed. Yeah, I could just swap it, but, you know. I probably, you know, shouldn't. Like I said, I'm giving that one a chance. That, you know, crusty engine. Yeah, if you get an old beat up one braiding like this, it's tough. It's not just you need the time to run it, you need the time to work on it. I always run 30. Usually when I break it in, I run 20. And then I bump it up to 30 after like a gallon of breaking in. And I run VP too, if you don't know that. Like the LST, I always run the 30% in this one. And then this one, like last video, I had the 30%. Sometimes I have the 20% in it. Same thing with the buggy. Actually, buggy has only been 20%. Not because it's the engine's broken in. But besides that, you know, sometimes I just like to mix it up. But the LST's always been 30. And same thing with the Nitro Slash. At the very beginning of, you know, the channel, I was running the 20. And that was 20% and 12% oil. The oil I run in it is like 9. I like the lower oil. Like my thing is it's a smaller engine, you know. You don't really need that much oil. Even though you kind of do. It's got a lot of RPMs. A lot of the oil comes out of the exhaust. Not much stays in. Yeah. It's the Blazer. I like it. I haven't ran it in a long time. You can see the dust. It's a TRX4. Oh, you know, stock. Haven't done anything to it. I think I did maybe, or had in a video a while ago. Maybe I only did one video on it. So the smaller engines, less oil, I can run 9% oil in the smaller engines. I never thought of that. I was gonna just pour the same fuel in. I might run the 20% in these guys then. They're smaller. Not sure if they need the extra 10%. I'm kind of trying to save all the 30% for the, you know, like the LST and all of that. No, 9%? Oh, 9% is fine, yeah. You're saving up for a TRX4? I like it. Yeah, they're really nice. That one I've had for, yeah, surprisingly 3 years now. It's crazy. I haven't been running it at all, though, lately. Kind of sucks. But obviously I got all the other stuff I've been running. Yeah, I'm saving the 30 for the big boys, yeah. The 30's the most expensive, so, you know, I gotta save it for them. Yeah, I might even pick up some Traxxas fuel. Not for this guy, but maybe even for that guy. If I really feel like wasting it. Yeah, 14. I've never ran over 12. And I ran my 3.3 incredibly rich on the 12% oil. It actually held up fine. Maybe that's where I went wrong. Ever since I started running 30 in the 3.3, you know, even though it's a carburetor issue, just got a bunch of issues. I don't know what the deal was. Do you think this was like a racing model? Racing stadium truck? I imagine it probably was. I mean, obviously it's out of the box. Doesn't have the, you know, Futaba servos and all that, the better stuff. Unless these are Futaba. They're just rebranded. Could be. Traxxas is 15 to 16. Jeez. I never knew that. Wow. Yeah, because usually it doesn't say it's oil content. You would offer tens of dollars right now for that thing. Hey, that's good to know. This thing's got some value. I gotta look this up now. I want to see what that original body looks like on this thing. Actually see how old this thing really is. I keep thinking it's newer, but it's just because of how clean it is. I think it's really clean. And this one is probably newer, but it's older. Then Jack's asking right now, did you get a Savage yet? I probably could have bought one, but I bought these two instead. And call me an idiot. Yeah, the answer is no. No Savage yet. But, you know, I'm halfway. I got the HPI. I just need the Savage. Maybe the plan will be to trade these for the HPI. And Braden, this came with it. I just got these today. This came with the RS4, that body. That's really the reason why I got it. I like the body. Pretty clean on it. Yeah, maybe someday, Jack, I'll get a Savage. I got shocks for it right now. Spare LST ones. Kind of saving it for a Savage and then doing that little mod on it. Yeah, right? Fast and Furious, totally. Yeah, what I would recommend, if you can find, because here the essentials for like an LST, you don't need to worry about arms and most of the plastics. Frame rails you have to worry about, and like transmission you have to worry about. But if you can find like a LST that has the backups for like, I mean, they're hard to find now, but some people, you know, they still have it. Like you can get a parts box for an LST. Like I was fortunate to get one. I had a lot of differential parts. Those are kind of hard to find, even though those last forever. The reason why my differentials blew up because my bearings blew up. But I mean, a lot of those are pretty tough. It's just the plastics you go through. Oh, even with the Dixie horn, that's pretty cool. How does that work? Is it just a speaker? I wonder if I could do something like that. That'd be cool in the LST. Put a horn in it. Somehow make a speaker. I probably shouldn't do that though, just for how bad my battery is in the LST. That's one thing. That would've been nice if this guy gave me a new hump pack. Grab something. Here's that pipe again though. I'll polish it on another live. Get it all nice and shiny. You know what? Speaking of polishing, I'll bring out the LST because I've been wasting my time. Because I've been doing stuff on it still. Here, you can go on the floor. Yeah, just Just stay right there. Yeah, same thing with you. I might bring it back up for a size comparison. But yeah, here's the LST. Grabbing it. There goes my tires. Oh, great. Alright, so there's the LST. I'm experimenting with the suspension right now. It's not how I want it. I might just put it back to how I want it, but I put those, you know, my dual rates on the rear. Like that. And then left the fronts with the spacers. It's a little stiffer. As you can see, the rear's really jacked up. The ride height's not really how I want it. The rears I want to come down just a little bit. Help with my steering. But this thing, I got it all polished. Check that out. Pretty nice. And like I said, just replaced the thing. No play. Which that thing, I was having like a ton of play in. Like that's fine to have that much amount of play. That's acceptable. But even that part, there's a little metal part that bearing rides on. That's what I had to replace. That's pretty tough to find. It's just the little things like that. But other than that, like arms, you know, those are easy to find. Bumpers, you can find them. Shock towers, you can find them. It's just the little things on the LSTs. That's what gets you. I mean, the biggest thing that's disposable, you could say disposable, are the tanks, just because of those stupid primers. But I created a good fix for it. You just put a screw in there. I have the screw right here. It's a little bigger of a screw. It just threads right in, right? See that? It's a decent sized screw. Goes right in. And then I just put a piece of fuel line in there and then an O-ring up at top to seal it. And then that thing's, you know, nice and good. No, I haven't seen any nitro LMTs. Did someone make one that I'm missing out on? Gotta check that out. I kind of want to make my own, kind of what I'm doing with the trophy truck. Weld up my own, you know, cage, monster truck. Have it straight axle. Oh, yeah, that would be sweet. Yeah, with a 454, that'd be crazy. And those are 1/10, so they're a little smaller. Yeah, that other thing will be crazy. Oh yeah, I'll totally check it out, see what he's up to. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you like the rake? It's a little different. I had the opposite. I had a rake that way. That's why, because these were the fronts and those were the rears, and I just swapped them out. Maybe that'll help on the jumps, or the roof. These will help on the roof. You see those down there? Bump stops. Probably should have took advice. Forget who said that. Someone told me, you know, bump stops, it would have been fine. Because what happened was, it's not from, you know, the chassis being weak and stuff. The whole entire thing just bombed right out, and then that's why the, you know, engine just kind of like sunk in, the transmission sunk in, and everything cracked apart from the whole entire thing bottoming out. So it's practically, you know, just like I slammed it on the ground without tires. That's what happened. But it's back after probably a month. I think it's been a month. I don't remember the last time I ran this thing, to be honest. Besides that video. But it looks nice with that polish thing. I kind of like it. I got bored, so I decided to polish it. Poor truck is right. But I'll be back. But for Jack, I mean, I would totally recommend an LST. You can still find stuff for him. It's just finding the right one. That's the thing that's hard. You can find an LST that's, you know, in good shape. It's got everything. You can pretty much run it right away. That's the one to get. Then after that, it's just taking care of the bearings so you don't blow up your diffs. And, you know, flipping the thing over. Jumping off a roof. Just don't do that, and you'll be alright. But then a Savage, you know, Savage will obviously be a little better for your wallet. I think Savages are usually, they run cheaper. And they'll also, you know, parts are cheaper. Everything's cheaper for them because they made so many, which is nice. I actually went to a local swap meet. That's where I got them. They're from 2 different vendors. One guy was just selling that brand new. He was running it, but then he wanted just, you know, just wanted some money for it. I'm not sure the story why I didn't want it. I think he was kind of backing out of nitros, maybe. Because he had some other electrics there. He had an E-Max, which was really nice. If that Hot Bodies wasn't there, I would have bought that E-Max. Even though it probably would have been a little more expensive. Yeah, here it is right here. This is the one I'm talking about. So this one I paid $150 for, the whole thing. Then that other one, I paid $150 for the 2 boxes. Yeah, I haven't been to a swap meet in a while. This was fun to be back. I used to go for other things, antiques or, you know, audio stuff. Never really went for the RCs though, so I'm kind of glad I did that. I missed out too, because I remember going and seeing like, you know, RC helicopters going for like, you know, $50 each. Seriously. And they're like, you know, I could see the engines in them. I'm pretty sure they were nitro. Look at that. I wonder if I should paint a little LST body. What do you guys say, right? I think that might be the plan. I've seen the, you know, Chevy bodies for these guys. The 110th Stadium trucks. I think that might be a plan. I'll do the lights and everything. Seriously. Use the same lights. They look pretty cool. Have a little, you know, a little twin. Now I just need the monster tires. Let's see if I can fit them all on the desk. Nope, they don't fit. A little too much room. Maybe if I just keep pushing that off to the side. There we go. So there's a size comparison. There's the LST. Now it looks huge compared to those two. Seriously, that thing looks massive. Man, it's like a fit scale. It's weird because my brain is not used to this being big, and then these things feel like Matchbox cars. It's just weird. Yeah, one thing though, if they did change it, make the plates thicker on the LSTs. I wouldn't mind, you know, paying extra for a thicker plate. Because this Integy one's a little bit thicker. You can kind of see there's the upper one, and then there's the Integy. Make the plates thicker, make them out of, you know, actual good aluminum, like this stuff right here. I forget. I think this is like, what, 60-20 or something like that, aluminum? I forget what they call it. Something like that. I don't know my aluminum. Like different grades of aluminum. But yeah, make it out of the good, you know, grade. We'll see. What else is a complaint? To change the gas tanks. Get rid of the primer. That's useless. It only works for a week. Literally mine only worked for a week. From like a, you know, brand new tank. Only worked for a week and then just stopped working. See what I got for battery. I'm at 2%, everyone. This might be it. I mean, this is a pretty good live. Showing some new stuff, mixing it up. You guys might be getting tired of seeing the same stuff like every time. But yeah. Oh yeah, then Logan Gamble just gets in here. At the last second, at the buzzer. I'll sum it up for you. You know, this is the LST right here. This is all ready to go. I fixed that up. The parts came in for the transmission. Was able to fix it after the deadly crash from 2 videos ago. Then this one I picked up at a swap meet. RS4. The engine we just tore apart. It's pretty nasty in there. But I put an OS plug in there. That thing should run. The OS plug. Then this guy's brand new. It's a Hot Bodies. I forget, Lightning or Thunder. One of those two. It's Lightning or Thunder. Yeah, well, I'll hit you up on some tips. Here, I'll show you the chassis right now. Yeah, if you race these things, you know your way around one of these things, I bet. Yeah, I'll definitely need some tips. I'm totally new to all of this. Yeah, so there it is. Right there. That's my little C1, just a spare receiver. I hooked it up to my Spectrum, so I'm going to just leave that in there for now. Ring said that there's a cover on that covers this whole thing. And then there's a cover for this too. I gotta pick those up. But then yeah, here's the, carburetor. I loosened it up. The engine's all, gummy. Kind of cleaned it. I just, kind of just did it mediocre. Didn't really care. The engine's pretty crappy. I'm gonna just try to fire it up, get it rolling, and then, probably throw something good in there when I, get this thing ready. But yeah, it's got all the, base model stuff. No adjustable, whatever. Turnbuckles and caster links and all that. Camber links. Yeah, Nova 15s. Yeah, totally. The purple cooling heads. Yeah, I think I've seen those. Oh, that'd be sweet to find one of those for this thing. Were those bump? Yeah, I think those were bump box too. Should try to get this thing on a bump box. 20 years ago. Jeez. Yeah, it snows. You'll see this thing in the snow, ripping it up. That's my favorite time of year at the LST because I don't break parts because it's just the snow. So you just see, just see it, climbing through the snow. And it cleans it too. I love it. I love the snow. Oh yeah, then Serpent, yeah. This one I paid $150 for with a whole bunch of parts from various vehicles. And this one was $150 also. But this one's like brand new. Like the engine's brand new. Got a lot of compression. Nice. Yeah, I'll see if I can stop by the live. I'll be pretty busy tomorrow, unfortunately. I won't be able to make a video. Oh yeah, here's the pipe that came with it too. Nice little stylish pipe. We'll see if it's any good. I like the look of it though. I think the looks will, persuade me more than the performance. Yeah, but that might be it. Get to see them all. So the collection's growing. Got those 3. And we got all these, crazy ones. This one I still gotta work on, but, yeah. That's steering still, whatever. Yeah, I'll do the trophy truck. I feel guilty about it. Thing's been 2 years and, it's almost there. I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. Yeah, I'm starting to become a collector. I used just to be this guy. This guy in the trophy truck. That's all I own, actually. The rest are my friends. But we share, so I call it the collection. Then the tires, too. Random tires everywhere. But yeah, that might be it. The phone's at 1%. I think I should throw it on the charger. Say goodnight. Yeah, today's a success. I don't think I got ripped off. We'll see this guy fire up, no problem. I don't think this will have any issues. This one we'll see if it'll, you know, do what we want. Drivetrain feels good though. Bearings feel nice and smooth. And obviously, yeah, here's underneath. Look at that, not a scratch. A little bit, but like, you know, you won't even believe it. It's like a whole new vehicle. Alright, signing off now. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the LST. I'll probably get that running. I've been dying to get it running after the crash. So I'll see ya. Good night, all.